Guys, the crypto markets move fast, and by fast, I mean very fast. Narrative change like this, right? And that is why when everybody is focusing on just one single thing, it becomes very important and beneficial for you all to look for opportunities elsewhere, right? In this episode, guys, I'm gonna show you how you can front run the next big narratives, and I'm gonna go deeper and tell you exactly what you should be bidding. So if this is the type of content, guys, you enjoy, then make sure that you drop a like and also smash the subscribe button. And now, guys, let's get right into it.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
So guys, welcome back and thanks for joining me yet again. Right here you can see, first let's talk a little bit about Bitcoin. So as I mentioned in the previous update, nothing much has actually happened on this chart. We are either looking for a three-way move up, 1, 2, 3, and then another three-way move down to finish our correction, which could take us all the way to like around $105,000. And then we look for new all-time highs, right? The other scenario is going to be a five-wave structure up, which is going to look something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we have another three-way move down, which is your wave 2. This becomes wave 1, this is 2, and then looking for another push towards the upside to take out your all-time highs and continue higher, right? Now, in both of these scenarios, guys, it basically means that we are either very close to the bottom, which would be somewhere around here, or we have already marked the local bottom, right? This means that you have to position yourself into the right assets right now. The time is running out. I'm telling you guys, it is running out. It's not financial advice, but that is what I personally feel. So it becomes my duty to give you the best possible plays, which I believe are going to outperform the rest of the market. Right now, guys, everybody is looking at a few things, and that is going to be pump fun, right? You know, the entire attention right now is with meme coins on Solana, right? And that happened because, pump started to go higher. And that is also something that we actually front run. I gave you a free call on X about, I was buying pump in spot, and we are already up more than, I think, like 30-40% on that. I think even more than that, right? So if you are willing to outperform the rest of the market yet again, because that is what we are out to do here, then guys, this is going to be very important. I basically went ahead and tried to see what could be the next narrative, right? Now, the next narrative is definitely not going to be just on Solana. It could be on other chains, right? And I shortlisted a few networks, a few chains, which I think could be getting the most traction in Q4, which will start from the next month, right? So these chains are Base, Sui, HyperEVM or Hyperliquid, right? And then Abstract. And then you have a few more, which I think can get a little traction, but not too much, right? And those are basically, BNB, Binance Smart Chain, and then Ethereum, right? So let's just dive right into these different chains, and I'll talk about each of the plays that I firmly believe are going to do pretty well, because there are some insane opportunities right now. The entry levels that you're getting right now, guys, I cannot stress this any further. If you are positioning yourself right now, when not everybody is already there, when not everybody is holding a bag from the bottom, you would be the one holding from the bottom, right? So you are naturally going to be taking advantage when, a lot of people actually come on board when the new hype starts on these other networks or, chains, right? Now, guys, before I jump into these plays, let's just quickly talk about three meme coins that I talked about yesterday and also about 𝗕𝗘, all right? So right here, you can see this is 𝗕𝗘, right? It is sitting at $13.7 million market cap. I scooped up a little more in this region at like $12.4, $12.45 million market cap, because I do think, that I personally believe that this is a longer term hold for me. Even if price comes back lower, somewhere around like $6-7 million market cap, which is the most important zone of support at the moment, then also I'm going to be buying more. All right, I want to get as much as I can on 𝗕𝗘 because this is the Bitcoin mascot. This is the only meme which is irreplaceable and incomparable to any other meme out there, right? That is why I am very well positioned on 𝗕𝗘. Again, guys, I mentioned yesterday that there are two different scenarios. The first one is your ascending triangle, which is A, B, C, D, and E. Now, the moment you break below this level at $9.6 million market cap, this bullish pattern is going to get invalidated. For now, we are still looking for a move towards the upside, a break of this ascending triangle. All right. Now, I cannot say that, this is just going to go lower and, it is going to break below $9.6 million market cap, because I do not know, right? But I'm just letting you know that there is still a possibility of, we reclaiming this triangle one more time. And I don't think that, it is wise to just sell right around here. All right. Now, other scenario is going to be definitely your triple top, where you have this top, and then you have the third top right here. This one definitely is the bearish pattern, which would take you all the way down right around here at like $6-7 million market cap, which is where I would be interested to buy even more. So for me, guys, it is a chill bag on BITI, and I am not really worried about short-term price action. The more you go lower, the better it is, because a lot of other people are going to actually grab a bag, and there will be new holders, while existing holders who have already made a lot of profits on this one are going to exit. All right, so that is how meme coins work. So that is basically what I think about BITI. And again, guys, you have to understand the fact that a lot of meme coins have already seen massive corrections when Bitcoin started to go down, right? While BITI was the only meme, I would say, which held support, right? It has been still consolidating in this region. If you see, it's just a range, right? So that is what I think about BITI. I'm still holding my bag, and I am going to keep bull posting, but it's not like, I'm not going to tell you the truth. So right now there are definitely, two different possibilities, a triple top or an ascending triangle for bullish continuation towards the upside. All right. Moving on to another play, we have Nunu. I call this inside 𝗕𝗪𝗓's private at $250,000 market cap, somewhere around here. And we have seen a move all the way to $1 million, which was definitely a psychological resistance, right? Right now price is retracing, which is fine in my opinion. And there are a few levels of interest which you can bid for Nunu as well. So this one right here, $414,000 market cap. And then you have the final zone of support, which is also my entry at $250,000 market cap. So these are the two levels of support for the time being. If I also give you another level of support, then from the highs to the recent lows, you can plot a Fibonacci, and you have some significant zones of support coming right around here. One is sitting at around $531,000 market cap. This is also your support resistance flip, right? So this was acting as resistance here, and this acted as support here, support here, support here, resistance here again, and now maybe it acts as support again. All right, Nunu is again becoming some sort of a longer term hold for me for the time being. I have strong conviction with Nunu. That is why, I am into this play. And if I show you the bubble maps as well, then they really look very clean. All right. This is what I would like to see. I don't want to see multiple 5%, 6% clusters, right? So this is why I am in Nunu. And if you want, you can grab a bag as well. Guys, this is just your first correction. Eventually, if you zoom out the chart, it is going to look like you were very early on this one. All right. It's going to look something like this, right? So this is just your first move up, and then first correction towards the downside, and then you have another big leg, and then you have another correction, and then another move up. This is entirely possible in my opinion for Nunu. Definitely, guys, not financial advice, so do whatever you want to do. But apart from that, guys, we have other plays as well, which I shared yesterday. This is KUSO. Now, KUSO I shared inside 𝗕𝗪𝗓's private right here at $82,000 market cap. All right, we have seen a significant growth all the way to like $420,000, and then we saw a little bit of a correction. Now, this chart is looking much better in my opinion, and this, if you have done the research behind this one, you would know how good this could eventually become. All right, so definitely check this one out for yourself. Currently sitting at just $297,000 market cap. This is your current zone of support, sitting at $272,000, and then below that you have another zone of support coming around $190,000, which is your support resistance flip from here onwards. All right, again, I am holding my bag of KUSO, and I am willing to see it through, how high it can actually go. These are the kind of times where you have to have conviction and hold, even if you are getting a 30% or 40% correction, because that is how volatile these kind of assets are in the beginning. All right, so definitely KUSO is another one that I am currently bullish on. Apart from that, guys, we have Melt. Now with Melt, guys, a lot of FUD around Melt, that it's not a good ticker, it's not a good narrative or something like that. Guys, I do agree that it is not as good of a narrative as the other two that I have already shown you, but I do like the art. All right, I do like the art, and I do like the fact that, the bubble maps are looking absolutely fire right here. If I also turn on the magic nodes, and you can see it's as clean as it gets, guys. All right, there are no big clusters. This one is holding 2.7% supply, and then this one is holding 1.13%, which is nothing, and then this one another cluster of like 2%. So basically the largest two clusters are holding 2% each, which is completely fine. All right, but again, guys, because a lot of people try and throw shade at me because they think that I'm just trying to pump my own bags, and I'm just shilling different low cap meme coins to pump my own bags or pump the bags of my community inside 𝗕𝗪𝗓's private. So what I decided to do is basically tweet this out. So if Melt hits $1 million in market cap, I will burn all the tokens that I hold. All right, and $1 million is somewhere around here itself. It's not too far away from the current price. If price hits this level, $1 million, I am going to burn all of the tokens that I hold of Melt. And right now I have around like 12-13 million tokens, which is more than 1% supply. So that goes off the table, and those tokens will never be sold. I'm not going to make any profits on that. And if Melt actually drops below $100,000 market cap, I will exit half and take that loss, and then give away the rest of what I receive after selling to one person who likes, retweets, and comments on this particular post. All right. So the community will decide what they want, and all these other influencers, guys, will never burn what they hold. All right. I can bet on that, because they don't do shit for the community. They just come up and they scream in your face so that, you can pump their bags. I'm not willing that you pump my bags. All right. If you don't want to buy Bitty, do not buy, guys. I'm not telling you to buy it. All right. If you don't want to buy Nunu, do not buy it. If you don't want to buy Kuso, do not buy it. I'll make my profits by trading myself. All right. I don't need exit liquidity. And if I'm using you guys as exit liquidity, then it's stupid of me, then it's very bad of me. So that is exactly something that, I fought up against, right? So I'm not going to be doing the exact same thing over and over again. And I'm just letting you know that if price hits $1 million on Melt, I am going to burn my entire supply, and I will share the proof of that as well. All right. So if you want, you can grab a bag. And again, guys, it does not mean that it is going to do a 10x or 20x, 30x or 40x or even 100x from here onwards, just because I announced that I'm going to burn supply, or whenever I actually burn the supply as well. It does not mean anything. All right. You have to find your own conviction. I have told this multiple times, guys. Otherwise, you're just buying crap like this. DJI 6930 sitting at $10 million market cap. Where is your 10,000x on this one? I'm not telling you that this is going to do a 10,000x. Even Bitty is going to do a 10,000x. Even Nunu is going to do a 10,000x. What I think is they have potential to do pretty well. All right. If you believe me, you believe me. If you want to buy, you buy. If you don't, it's fine, guys. I'm not going to bash you like the other people do. All right. So that is basically what I have for the time being from the previous meme coins that I shared yesterday with you all. I have solid conviction on Nunu. I have solid conviction on Kuso. I have good conviction on Melt as well. So make sure that you check them out if you wish. Now let's get right into the meaty part of the episode, which is going to be analyzing different blockchains. All right. So for that, we are going to click on text screener right here. And then I am going to select different chains. All right. So the first one is going to be Sui. I'm not going to go deeper into each of these charts. I already shared a video update itself inside Karoshi's private talking about all of these things day before yesterday. All right. So I'm not going to go way deeper into the chart, but I'm letting you know what are my best picks from these ecosystems are. All right. So from the Sui ecosystem, guys, we have a few plays which I like personally. And first off is going to be 𝗕𝗓𝗪 for sure. This is for the AI agent economy, and I think it is going to do pretty well from the Sui ecosystem. Currently sitting at $113 million market cap. I think entry around 90 million to around $110 million market cap is going to be a good one on 𝗕𝗓𝗪. Again, not financial advice. This is just what I am personally doing. All right. Then I do like Walrus. I also have a bag of this one. This has been very stable despite the rest of the market correcting, despite Sui itself correcting. And this is the new age storage protocol. So definitely pay attention to Walrus as well. This is going to be a good portfolio for you all if you are, bullish on Sui. Instead of buying Sui, you can buy these plays as well, right? And these are not meme coins. These are all utility plays, right? Then another one that I would like to mention is going to be Deep Book token. The ticker is Deep right here. This one is sitting at $350 million market cap. Again, this is the liquidity layer of Sui ecosystem. I'm still very bullish on Sui, but I'm not just way too bullish on the Sui token in itself, right? I think, we might just get a 5x or a 6x on Sui itself. But if you get into these plays, you are going to get much more returns, in my personal opinion, if Sui does a 5x, right? Then apart from that, I also like Scallop, but I'm not in on this one yet. And then the other one that I like is definitely going to be this right here. I want to talk about this, and this is Lofi. All right. So earlier on, guys, everybody was very bullish on Lofi. This is the largest meme coin on Sui, right? And if you see right now, this one has completely bottomed out. It is sitting at $20 million market cap. It is sitting between the 955 and the 886 Fibonacci levels. This is as good as an entry could get. All right. If you believe that Sui ecosystem will revive one day or the other, this is the easiest bet in my opinion. And I'm very shocked to see that nobody is literally talking about Lofi right now. I see Lofi, at multiple events that Sui hosts around the world. I don't know why people are not bidding this one right now, because maybe, the entire attention is currently on Solana and on Pump Fund, right? So this region between 11 million and $28 million market cap is your accumulation zone. Your first target is sitting at $156 million. And then your second target is sitting around $400 million for Lofi. I believe both of these targets are easily achievable in the bull market in, a genuine altcoin season if we do get one. And that is why I have positioned myself into Lofi right here at $20 million market cap. All right. Now, guys, moving on to another ecosystem, that is Base. Now, I'm very, very bullish on Base as well, right? I believe everybody is bullish on Base, right? Now, from Base, guys, I think, Base has developed itself in a way that it does not want to compete with Solana. It does not want to be a chain for meme coins because already, guys, Solana has established itself way too much. And, it has established itself in a way that, nobody is actually looking to launch their new meme coin on Base or on any other network, right? So Solana is for meme coins. That is pretty much clear by this point, right? Trump launched his meme coin on Solana. There is a reason behind that. The most liquidity that you get from retail is on Solana for the meme coins, right? So that is why Base took a very different approach. And what these guys did is basically they focused on AI agents and they focused on creator capital markets. And I'll show you how. So first off, guys, what you should focus on is there are a few really good utility plays on Base. I have shared a few of those in one of the videos on YouTube itself. So make sure that you watch that video. But apart from that, there are some new runners as well, which you will be able to find if you join Karoshi's private, which you cannot right now because now there is a waiting list. I told you yesterday that there is going to be a waiting list, right? So now it is a waiting list. If you want to join Karoshi's private, you have to sign up to the waiting list for the monthly subscription. The yearly subscription prices have increased, but they are still open because I do believe that the more whales enter Karoshi's private, the better it is for the community, right? So I have not closed doors for the yearly subscription. So if you want an yearly subscription, you can still join, but the prices have increased as I mentioned earlier on. So anyway, if you want to join the waiting list, because that is how you would be able to get access when somebody else cancels, then the link is given in the description section below. And basically, guys, what I think on Base is that first off, you can invest in some of the larger cap plays. The first one is definitely going to be Aerodrome, which is one of my largest holdings. It's also sitting at a very good entry point at the moment. And then you can focus on Virtual, right? Virtual is basically the leading play or the main play from the AI agents economy, right? So you can definitely grab a bag of Virtual as well. And then you can also grab a bag of 𝗕𝗘𝗪 if you like, but these are all higher market cap plays, right? Apart from that, guys, there is a new one that recently emerged on Base, and that is focusing on creator capital markets. I believe Zora is going to do pretty well this cycle, all right? In this region, this white box that I've drawn for you all, I believe that it is going to find some sort of a bottom and then you are going to see another leg towards the upside for Zora. So this region is coming between $155 million market cap to the current price, which is sitting at $225 million market cap. It's a big range, but definitely, guys, you can bid in this region if you wish. All right. Apart from that, definitely, guys, there are a few meme coins on Base as well. A lot of people are shilling Toshi, which I think, it can easily do a 5x from the current price point. So if you're looking for a safer play, Toshi is a good one. Then you have KeyCat, you have SynDog, you have another one, 𝗕𝗪𝗥𝗪. So these are the memes on Base, but I'm more focused on, utility plays and plays like Zora on Base instead of, getting into meme coins on Base, honestly. All right. So that is my personal take. That is what I have observed in the last 1-2 years since, Base actually came into fruition. All right. So that is what I think about Base, right? Now, moving on to another ecosystem, that is Abstract Chain, right? I'm very bullish on Abstract and their TGE is going to happen in the next quarter. So the Abstract token is going to come, which would mean that till the time it comes, there will be a massive surge in all of these meme coins on Abstract. So I'm very bullish on a lot of these meme coins right here. The first one is going to be, of course, Dyslexic Dog right here. The ticker is God. I like this one. Then I like RedSpy as well. I like Gunnar. I like Google the Dark. I like Cyclops. I also like 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗪. Then Bitcoin has a lot of potential. Eureka has a lot of potential in my opinion. Then you have Dream Millionaires, which I'm really bullish on as well. Chengu is really good. And then, you have a lot of these other plays as well. So if you want a complete guide on which meme coins I believe are going to do pretty well on Abstract Chain, make sure that you comment down below. I will let you know about that as well very soon. Apart from that, guys, if I move on to the next ecosystem, it is going to be Hyperliquid, right? And for this one, guys, I believe Per is the best beta play to Hype, and Hype has been exploding recently. So definitely Per becomes the best meme coin on Hyperliquid. Then you have Liquid Launch. This is like the pump fund token of Hyperliquid. This is where, you can actually launch your own tokens on Hyperliquid, right? It's up 44% today. It's reacting really well with the price of Hype. It's sitting at $15 million market cap. If I show you the chart, you will understand what's going on with this one. So right here you can see, guys, it actually went all the way to $117 million market cap back in June. All right, this is where you got the first wave of HyperEVM meme coins, right? And now it has just started to reverse back up. I believe it has a lot of potential yet again. So liquid launch, the ticker is LIQD. It is also a good play in my opinion from HyperEVM ecosystem. So these are basically the plays that I think are going to perform pretty well on HyperEVM. You know, when Hyperliquid starts to go much higher, it has already started, by the way, right? Now, the thing is, guys, there are a lot of meme coins as well, small meme coins on Hyperliquid. I like a lot of them and I still have a bag on a lot of these because I was able to ride the first wave towards the upside. And that is what we do inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗕𝗪𝗕𝗓 private, right? So now I am just playing a game of patience because guys, when you know the narrative is going to emerge back one more time, what you're going to see is that a few of these meme coins that have completely wrecked, like 80-90% down now, because you know they were actually launched in the previous hype wave, these meme coins, only a few of them are going to reverse back up first, right? Those are going to be your winners. So I'm patiently waiting for those winners to arrive and show up, and that is when I am going to position myself into those plays as well, and I will mention them inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗕𝗪𝗕𝗓 private as well. All right, definitely these are the plays right now from HyperEVM, but one play that I want to mention from HyperEVM ecosystem is going to be PIP. This is one of those plays which has stood the test of time and it did not correct way too much, right? You can see it was forming some sort of a triangle structure here and now it has started to break out. All right, currently sitting at $14 million market cap. They also have a massive NFT collection. I have picked up a few NFTs of these and I think it has a lot of potential. So if you are, if you think that the main beta play to hype is not going to give you enough returns because it is already high market cap, then guys, the second place that you should look for is going to be PIP or PIP in my opinion on HyperEVM. I'm really bullish on this one as well. Again, guys, not financial advice. We are just shooting in the dark right now because these new chains, these different chains that we have been talking about in this episode, they're not really in hype at the moment. And they don't have a lot of narrative right now, but eventually I'm damn sure that they will. All right, so the time to position yourself is right now, while these breakouts are happening, because everybody is going to talk about these meme coins when we are sitting somewhere around here. I can bet on that. All right, I've seen that playbook multiple times. All right, now that is for HyperEVM. Apart from that, there is one other ecosystem which I believe is going to do pretty well, and that is the leader in itself, and that is going to be Ethereum, right? So if I show you Ethereum, with Ethereum, guys, the thing is there have been a lot of blue chip meme coins already on Ethereum, right? For example, you have SPX 6900 on Ethereum, you have Pepe on Ethereum, you have Mog, you have Joe, you have Hoppy, all of these multi-$100 million market cap meme coins, or you can say even billions of dollars of meme coins. These meme coins are already on Ethereum, right? So it's very difficult to find something small, but it is much easier to find something utility-wise because there are a lot of AI plus RWA plus privacy plus these kind of different new narratives that emerge on Ethereum. All right, so if there is an altcoin, for example, if I have to launch a project, if it is a utility play, it is going to be much easier for me to get more loyal holders on Ethereum compared to doing it on Solana. Solana is for meme coins, as I just said. All right, so that is why I have already shared a watch list of AI plus RWA plus these different type of utility plays on Ethereum. I've shared this watch list that I believe are going to do well inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗕𝗪𝗕𝗓 private. And apart from that, guys, there are two different plays which I think could do really well because they are in a different narrative. And the first one is going to be this one right here. It's Mindfuck. Now this one, I don't like the character or something like that, but the ticker itself is really bullish in my opinion because this is something that people would find funny, right? People would be able to relate with it or something like that, right? So basically with this one, I mentioned about this right here in this region, at the 618 Fibonacci level to one of the guys on a one-on-one call. He had a bag from here and I think it has already seen a nice bounce from this level. So I believe that if price is able to break past $7.28 million market cap, which is your 382 Fibonacci level, you're looking at higher prices on Mindfuck yet again. But there is one more play which I am even more bullish on compared to Mindfuck, and that is going to be 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗓𝗪. All right, the ticker is LBAI. And this one is currently sitting at $3.8 million market cap. I've mentioned this inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗕𝗪𝗕𝗓 private right here at the bottom at around $2 million market cap. And I think it is going to cross its all-time highs very soon. All right. I do believe in this one. And I do think that it has a different kind of narrative. It's Bat plus Matt Furie plus Animal plus, a really good character as well. And you have a lot of these stickers with Lemmy the Bat and Pepe. The more you research about this meme, the more bullish you are going to get, in my opinion. Currently, we are just breaking past the current resistance zone, which is right around here, this white box. We are trying to break past this, and volume has also started to increase quite a bit in this region. So the moment you are going to flip this region into support, something like this, you are looking at an instant move up to $6.6 million in the shorter term. And eventually I see this one breaking past all-time highs as well. If I have to give you a very modest price target from the lows to the highs, and I toggle on the 1.618, and let's just toggle on the 2.618 and the 4.236. These are your next price targets. All right, we have the next one sitting at 15 million, then 23 million, and then $36 million. I believe this can easily send all the way to like $50 million market cap, in my personal opinion. So again, guys, this is not financial advice. You do whatever you want to do. If you don't want to buy any of these things that I have mentioned in this entire episode, it is not going to affect me. I'm going to tell you that. All right, I am doing my own thing. I'm just sharing my journey with you all. Maybe I win, maybe I lose. Maybe you win with me, maybe you lose with me. So that is your personal decision, because that is your money at stake, right? So make sure that you do your own research and do not consider anything to be financial advice. With that being said, BT remains my highest conviction meme coin for the cycle, and it does not matter if short term we go lower or we reclaim this level and then shoot back towards the upside. Apart from that, Nunu, I think, is going to explode very soon, in my opinion. And then we have other plays like Kuso, which is holding up really well. So definitely pay attention to these plays. And also, as I mentioned, I'm going to burn my entire bag of melt if it hits $1 million in market cap. Do what you want to do with this information. If you want to join Karoshi's private, now there is a waiting list on the monthly subscription. The link is given in the description section below to join the waiting list. Apart from that, if you enjoyed watching this episode, then make sure that you drop a like. And also, if you're new to the channel, guys, then make sure that you smash the subscribe button and also in the bell notification icon so that you can be notified whenever I put up another update. That's all, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, keep hustling.
Never slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.